English language. Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing well. I am Miss Kiran. So today we are going to start with the topic subject-verb agreement. Before we proceed to the main topic, I would like to tell you about the parts of sentence. Every sentence has two parts. Subject, the part which names the person or thing we are speaking about, is called the subject of the sentence. वाक्य में जिसके विषय में कुछ कहा जाए उसे subject कहा जाता है. Predicate, the part which tells something about the subject is called the predicate. वाक्य के जिस भाग में subject के विषय में कुछ कहा जाए उसे predicate कहते हैं. Let's learn about subject-verb agreement. The verb in a sentence must match with the subject in terms of the first person, second person or third person and the number. Singular subjects are followed by singular verbs and plural subjects are followed by plural verbs. This is called subject-verb agreement or subject-verb concord. Here are some examples. Sarita is a Bharatnatyam dancer. Here, Sarita is a singular subject, so we will use is as it is a singular verb. Sonia and Sapna are Bharatnatyam dancers. Here, Sonia and Sapna are plural subject, so we will use are as it is a plural verb. These subjects nouns take the verbs according to the table. If the subject is I, then we can use the verbs am, have, was, verb. For example, I am a student. I have a pet dog. I write poems on nature. I was present in the rally. If the subject is you, they, we or plural subject, then we can use the verbs are, were, have, verb. For example, you are an artist. The hotel rooms were very spacious. We have gifted her a doll. Tides in the ocean occur twice a day. If the subject is he, she, it or singular subject, then we can use the verbs is, was, has, verb. For example, Shiva is an engineer. She was allowed to play. It has 4 legs. He plays the piano. Here are a few guidelines on how to match the subject and verb. Number 1. Two or more singular nouns or pronouns joined by and require a plural verb, as he and I were playing football yesterday. Here, he and I are two pronouns joined by and, so we will use plural verb were. Similarly, are your father and mother at home? Here, father and mother are two nouns, so we will use a plural verb are. Walnuts and almonds are nutritious food items. Here, walnuts and almonds are two nouns, so we will use a plural verb are. Raj and Tom have completed their homework. Here, Raj and Tom are two nouns, so we will use the plural verb have. Number 2. When two nouns are connected with either or, neither nor, then the verb matches with the second noun. For example, either Peter or Sam has eaten all the biscuits. Here, Sam is a second noun and it's singular, so we will use singular verb has. The next example is, neither the players nor their coach has arrived for practice. Here, coach is a second noun and it's singular, so we will use singular verb has. Subjects like many, both, several, a few, these, those, majority, a number of, dozen, take a plural verb. For example, both the newsreaders are unwell today. Several people gathered at the India Gate to protest. A few people were shouting slogans against the injustice. These people were promptly taken into custody by the police. Those who have gathered are lighting candles and singing hymns. The majority of the people were from the medical community. Subjects like half of, none, a number of, a lot of, lots of, a great deal of, most of take the plural verb if they are followed by a plural noun. For example, a number of mosquitoes have entered the house through the open window. Half of the pineapples are rotten. Most of the people have no idea how polluted the air around us is. If these subjects are followed by uncountable nouns, then they take the singular verb. A lot of time was wasted. Here the word time is an uncountable noun, so it takes the singular verb was. Most of the prize money was saved. Here the word money is an uncountable noun, so it will take the singular verb was. Half of the sugar was given away. Here the word sugar is an uncountable noun, so it will take the singular verb was. Many, a each, every, everyone, someone, nobody, everybody, somebody, no one, either of, neither of are followed by singular verbs. For example, many a man has tried to climb the mountain. Everybody was requested to settle down. No one is interested in going out at this time of the day. Somebody is at the door. These subjects seem to be plural, but they take singular verbs such as physics, economics, mathematics, measles, politics, United Nations, United States, news, innings. The news is being telecast. Economics is not one of his favorite subjects. The United Nations is an international organization. With or as well as are followed by verbs that match with the first noun. For example, Mr. Peter as well as his children was stuck in the traffic jam. Here the first noun is Mr. Peter and it's singular. So we will use a singular verb, that is was. The next example is, the head boy with the perfects was asked to maintain the decorum of the classes. Here the first noun is the head boy, so we will use a singular verb, was. Sam as well as his family is going to Paris in the vacation. Here the first noun is Sam, so we will use the singular verb is. Students, so far you have learnt how to match the verb with its subject. Now let's find out the answers of these questions. Choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject. Number 1. Annie and her brothers dash at school. The answer is Annie and her brothers are at school. Number 2. Either my mother or my father dash coming to the meeting. The answer is either my mother or my father is coming to the meeting. Number 3. The dog or the cats dash outside. The answer is the dog or the cats are outside. Number 4. Either my shoes or your coat dash always on the floor. The answer is either my shoes or your coat is always on the floor. Number 5. George and Tamara dash want to see that movie. The answer is George and Tamara don't want to see that movie. Number 6. Benito dash know the answer. The answer is Benito doesn't know the answer. Number 7. One of my sisters dash going on a trip to France. The answer is one of my sisters is going on a trip to France. Number 8. The man with all the birds dash on my street. The answer is the man with all the birds lives on my street. Number 9. The movie including all the previews dash about 2 hours to watch. The answer is the movie including all the previews takes about 2 hours to watch. Number 10. The players as well as the captain dash to win. The answer is the players as well as the captain want to win. Number 11. Either answer dash acceptable. The answer is either answer is acceptable. Number 12. Every one of those books dash fiction. The answer is every one of those books is fiction. Number 13. Nobody dash the trouble I have seen. The answer is nobody knows the trouble I have seen. Number 14. Dash the news on at 5 or 6. The answer is the news on at 5 or 6? Number 15. Mathematics dash John's favorite subject while civics dash Andrea's favorite subject. The answer is mathematics is John's favorite subject while civics is Andrea's favorite subject. Students, let's revise the meaning of the subject-verb agreement once again. The verb in a sentence must match with the subject in terms of the first person, second person or the third person and the number. Singular subjects are followed by singular verbs, whereas plural subjects are followed by plural verbs. This is called subject-verb agreement or subject-verb concord. For example, a pilot flies an airplane. Here the subject is a pilot, which is singular. So we have to use here a singular verb, that is flies. The next example is pilots fly airplanes. Here the subject is pilots, which is plural. So we have to use here a plural verb, that is fly. Students, I hope you all have understood subject-verb agreement. Revise the chapter once again. Practice the questions given in this video. I will discuss a new topic in my next video. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Thank you.